headquarters.
Pressure is building. Republican senators ramping up the pressure on Attorney General Eric Holder. They insist he should immediately appoint a special counsel to investigate national security leaks. The senators writing an urgent letter to Attorney General Holder. It says in part, the numerous national security leaks reportedly originating out of the executive branch in recent months have been stunning. If true, they reveal details of some of our nation's most highly classified and sensitive military and intelligence matters, thereby risking our national security as well as the lives of American citizens and our allies. Senator Kelly Ayotte joins us. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Greta.
Okay, you are in favor of a special prosecutor versus the existing system where the Attorney General has appointed 2 U.S. attorneys, one a Republican appointee and one a Democrat appointee.
That's right. And in fact, 31 senators today, Republican senators, signed a letter to the Attorney General urging him to appoint the special counsel. The concern is this: we're talking about highly classified, sensitive matters where we need to make sure that there isn't an appearance of a conflict or the influence of politics in an election year. And even Democrats, like for example, Chairman Dianne Feinstein of the Intelligence Committee has said that the leaks are so serious, it's the most serious she's seen in 11 years on the Intelligence Committee. And if it's that serious, we need to make sure that the investigation is beyond reproach.
I'm surprised you feel that way. As a former AG, you know that there are a lot of prosecutors who work for the executive branch that have very seriousness of purpose. I mean, that they really get their jobs. And one of them is a Republican appointee and one is a Democratic appointee, the two that exist now. On the flip side, we've had these investigations that have been endless, whether it was Patrick Fitzgerald investigating the Bush administration or Ken Starr investigating the Clinton administration. These investigations are endless and endless with no checks.
But the problem with this, Greta, is that, first of all, we're going to have a vote in the House. I think there's a lack of confidence right now in the Attorney General. That raises questions in and of itself. But let's put that aside for a minute. Given the nature of the programs and that they may go up to high officials within the White House, that's too much to ask of any Attorney General, particularly in an election year.
What about the U.S. Attorney, though, which is down the chain of command a little bit from the AG?
Yeah.
The 2 U.S. attorneys, you think that they would be influenced by the Attorney General?
Well, here's the problem. They report directly to the Attorney General on these investigations. There's no independence, unlike, for example, the example you said, the Valerie Plame case. Fitzgerald in that case had independence, wasn't day-to-day reporting to the Attorney General. And that's the problem here. These 2 U.S. attorneys, who I don't question their qualifications, they have to report on a day-to-day basis to the Attorney General. The other problem is that one, certainly there was indication that donated to President Obama, and I'm not questioning that person's integrity, but the problem is that the appearance that creates is an appearance that we shouldn't have for public trust.
And the appearance always is a risk. I mean, and it always does cast a sort of a bad glow on the investigation. However, on the flip side, if you take the Valerie Plame investigation, in July, Novak wrote the article, which was the beginning of the fact that there'd been a leak. In October, 3 months later, he learned that Patrick Fitzgerald learned that Richard Armitage had been the leak, and he kept that investigation going for several years, dragging people in who were dragged before the grand jury, bankrupting people. I mean, that investigation was endless because he had no stop.
But here we don't even know. This is an avalanche of leaks. We're not talking about even one situation like the Plame situation. We're talking about repeated leaks that will put American lives at risk. And so we do have to get to the bottom of who leaked that information, why did it happen, make sure it doesn't happen again, and the American people have to have confidence in this investigation. And I don't think they can from an appointment that reports directly to this Attorney General.
I totally agree that I think both choices are lousy. Its question is, which choice is a better choice, to have a prosecutor who has no limitations versus 2 prosecutors who report to the Attorney General. Neither is particularly attractive to me.
Well, I think I go with the one where the American people can have the most confidence that at least politics are not going to play into it. So I think we should come up with someone that both sides agree on. I think we can come up with an individual that is beyond reproach, rather than raise questions of where we are now.
It's a very serious matter. These leaks are extremely serious, and it's who knows where this one's going to end up. Anyway, thank you, Senator. Nice to see you.
Greta. Great to see you.